The Philippines' last hope clashes with the Immortal Giants at the end of this best of three. One of these tournament favorites will be forced to go on an underdog run in the lower bracket. Jose Ingan, Leo here at your service, bringing you a Fnatic Onyx Philippines versus Selangor Red Giants.
Possible glimpse of a finals matchup between the champions of their respective regions, and man, looking at the lineup, they really choked Sekai's, like as you mentioned before, with the draft in bans.
Choking him is an understatement. I think they really ran the Sky Prince out of his jurisdiction and said, you know what, throw back to about 6 months ago when Julian was good. Let's get into the battlefield as we watch these two champions, these two titans of MLBB esports clash for our entertainment. Wherever you're watching from, at home, here with us in the arena. If you are at a watch party, one of those from all around the world, thank you so much for making us part of your weekend. Let's check out these early rotations. Is this the first time we're actually seeing Super Vince on a far side in a year? Maybe in a couple of years since his debut.
I think so. We've used to seen him use Luyi, the Valentinas, even the Faramis, but right now, an artillery mage. You know that Super Prince really wants to give out the damage. Just looking at the emblems, he's ready for war.
The monster mage here, putting up quite an effort. Malaysian Goat pushing him out. Fumes, in comes the beast!
They're going in for an early aggression onto Cram. Same like what we've seen during the first series, wherein they want to target the XP lane. They're going to keep the gold lane safe first. They're not going to mind that. All eyes are on the XP lane.
Look at this multifaceted attack, the assault on the senses by Fnatic Onyx Philippines. Selangor Red Giants, we've yet to see them pull any proactive moves here in this early bout. Again, a minute and a half in, and for the first time, it's Yumes crossing the river.
I actually like that you point that out, because if you're gonna watch out for the games of SRG, we've seen Sekai in his local scene, you know, be the aggressor, go for the invades. But right now, so far in M6, we haven't seen the aggressive side of Sekai. Maybe it's because of the draft, because they're trying to choke him out like what Fnatic Onyx Philippines do. But right now, if SRG wants to go up against a Titan and bring them down, Sekai needs to be proactive.
Brusco coming in with those hot scimitars. Quick check on the gold lane for Mer league mates. Both MVPs, both MSC champions at that, and now Brusco jumping in.
Yes, and Kelra already pops his Purify. Brusco on the other hand, quick sideguard. Here comes Yuns. G2 Craft goes in with a penalty zone in the first one drawn. On to the bruiser of Fnatic Onyx. Craft picks up the kill.
And that was a trade. Fnatic Onyx happy to get that out of the way as King Kong secures the turtle. If you ask me, 4 out of 5 times, that's worth it. King Kong overshoots.
Overshoots, but now focuses his eyes on Sekai's. Here comes Young's though to the rescue. He doesn't have his level 4 yet. But on the other hand, Super Prince brings down his reign of terror over Stormy.
The Mage Prodigy didn't see that coming. Again, that is what's so elusive. That is what's so odd about seeing Super Prince on an artillery mage.
Yeah, this time, we've said this a lot of times. Super Prince has been the unsung hero of Fnatic Onyx Philippines. He has been a team player, but it looks like this time, he's gonna be the star that the Super family needs to bring down the Giants.
Amazing how they have relegated core status to Super Prince. And I'll tell you now, I'm seeing where it's coming from, because King Kong, he's playing more of a utility Suyo, as weird as that sounds. So far, this has given Fnatic Onyx about 1,000 gold ahead, 3.5 minutes in. Second turtle spawning in the lower quarter, so expect a little bit more action there, a little bit more of a commotion around our gold laners. More on Kelra, more on Innocent. I believe the score is X and nil. Not a single game Innocent has won when he's faced off against the gold standard.
Yeah, but this guy, in this case, Innocent though, his mindset has changed. It's shifted. He doesn't think about the player behind the hero. This time, he just thinks about the hero matchup, when in this case, it's Bruno. And we all know Bruno can be a lane bully, especially with the fast rotation for the mid trio of Fnatic Onyx Philippines. So they're going to play it safe. Again, they have a huge advantage when it comes to the mid to late game. They still have Stormy on the Luyi that can play a huge role when it comes to the macro gameplay.
And we've yet to see those diversions come into play, given we are in the early game, 4 minutes in. Huge rotations up top. King Kong and Kirk making sure the coast is clear as they rotate back, using the waves, using the current to rotate in. The flicker away.
But on the other hand, They're going to go for a counter-attack though. The feathered airstrike is there. Selangor Red Giants still has the numbers game advantage. Scram still has the penalty zone plus the flicker. Let's see who's going to set up first in the turtle pit.
Yumes here down to a fourth of his health.
Oh, penalty
penalty
zone! Connecting onto Brusco. Raging Phantom is there, but it's not going to be enough to sustain the damage. Coming in from Selangor Red Giants. Fnatic Onyx Philippines on the other hand, answering right back. Brings down Yumes, brings down Sakai's, and it looks like King Kong has a clear path to this turtle. But Kirk says, we don't just want the turtle, we want 3 bodies. 3 giants will be taken down.
That was hot.
It was.
2.2K now, 5 minutes in, suddenly the snap. Ladies and gentlemen, the clutch has been stepped on, and we're going into 6th gear as Fnatic Onyx go into Selangor Red Giants jungle. Even Yumes can't stand the heat.
Honestly, at this point, it's not the 6th gear, it's the 7th, 8th, 9th tempo on Fnatic's side at 2.9K gold lead. You rarely see SRG on the backseat, having a step back on the aggressor side. So Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they've studied what SRG can do again, utilizing their knowledge down to the draft, preventing Sakai's from getting a good hero, but here comes the diversion from SRG.
All right, it looks like Kirk saw that coming. So this relative mum, this silence, this calm before the storm allows for us to catch our breath. You too, Ingan. So with that said, 6 minutes incoming, a minute until another turtle spawns. It's a crapshoot. It's a dice roll here for Selangor Giants if they want to fight that, because if anything, right now they're going into what we usually see in the late game for these high-octane teams, these well-oiled engines. They would rather go for ambushes. You saw that diversion.
Yeah, we saw that diversion again, but Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they're 1 step, 2 steps ahead. Even Super Fritz, this is one of his signature heroes. He knows where the diversions will be casted, even down to the specific time. As King Kong trying to dish out and kite away Cram. Cram has to walk away, but this time, they might overcommit onto King Kong.
He goes down, a clean pick-off by Selangor Red Giants, and here's a clapback. Yumes gets flipped over and burnt out. Super Fritz gets a kill.
A roam for a jungler, that might be a favorable trade for SRG. That's why SRG wants to extend their lead. The Spear of Destruction will connect along with the penalty zone, but Kirk with Earth Shatter catching SRG off guard, and they're gonna halt the clash. But Stormy says, Super Friends, it's my time to shine, brings him down.
1-1, the score between the Mage Prodigy and the Monster Mage in mid. And they're man down. It looks like Selangor Giants have found the window.
Okay, but Brusco though has a good opportunity here. Yumes on the other hand has to conceal. Now it's gonna be a turtle. That's Yumes able to do.
And they find one. Ikram in the middle of it all, taken down by King Kong.
Oh!
Stormy and the Yin Yang.
King Kong delivering the Sever to bring down Stormy and take back what he did to Kelra. As Innocent has to walk away, getting chased down by Brusco and the Kirk. Here comes the Raging Sandstorm.
The Bruiser finds one. Innocent is down. Sakai's the only one left. Onyx Philippines are fanatic about this as they take the last turtle. None for SRG.
The Super Family displaying excellence, displaying their chemistry. You said that Brusco found one. Well, Super Friend says, I'm gonna take him down, brother. 4.6K gold lead. And even if Selangor Red Giants, we do have to commend Yums. He has been performing relatively well. The Jeet Kunduz has been connecting.
He's my goat.
Wave the Dragon as well. But the problem is, Fnatic Onyx Philippines, again, always 2-3 steps ahead.
From minute 0, I think Fnatic Onyx have found their way in to SRG's camp. They, some way, somehow, made Sakai struggle even harder. Critics, analysts, fans would say this is not the Sakai's we saw in MSC. This is not the same Sky Prince from Riyadh when they won MSC. And now they put him on a hero that isn't even meta. And now Yumes is in trouble. In comes Brusco.
Kirk with the Earth Shatter. Here comes the Feathered Airstrike. The artillery coming in from Super Fringe just to bring down Innocent. And that's the proper target the Fnatic Onyx Philippines wanted. He went for Yumes, but now Brusco, trying to go for Sakai's. As Sakai tries to work on his purple buff. Here comes King Kong, dashes in. Tram still has his penalty zone just to counter-attack, but SRG will have the discipline to walk away and just let Fnatic Onyx Philippines get the purple buff.
The Sigma Junglers Riz, Ohio Phantom Tax, pushing in. They're not done.
Oh, Yumes though, in a very good position. Tram goes in for the penalty zone.
Kelra in trouble, taken out. Yumes gets his man, and that's a pickoff. Selangor Red Giants finds one.
Wow.
like a needle in a haystack.
Leo, Fnatic Onyx Philippines initiation, they got innocent. What's a better way to answer right back? SRG, Yums with the conceal onto the back line to take down Kelra. They know their target, and they're hitting their marks.
He got that without a flicker, ladies and gentlemen, so he got it the hard way. Now suddenly, since Fnatic are a man down, Selangor Giants are standing their ground. They're pushing back against Fnatic. Sekais dashes on out, gives us a few more moments to breathe and figure out what's happening. 10 minutes into game. Committed, as clutch as these champions are from SRG, and even a 5-6K gold leading, and even that will not put them down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And so far, what I've been seeing for SRG, Yums and Kram and Stormy has been doing their job well. Sekai's on the other hand though, we need to see the Sekai's that we saw back in MSC. The aggressor, the mechanically gifted jungler for SRG. He needs to be able to out-retreat King Kong during this first Lord fight.
Despite the comebacks, you know, these small jabs at Fnatic Onyx lead, I think you're right. I think the retry diff, the jungle diff here is going to be key. Lord here down to a 5th of the tail, down to a 10.
Okay, here comes the Raging Sasser coming in from Brusco, and Stormy gets the Lord! Innocent on the other hand, just to sing on the down to the knees. Kram, in the midst of everything, will be taken down in exchange from Brusco. Sekai's also falls down. Here comes the counter-attack coming in from Fnatic Onyx Philippines, but SRG, Stormy gets the Lord!
Oh, in comes King Kong, the beast finds his target. 3 for 1. The Lord now looking like a bad deal for SRG.
Now Fnatic Onyx Philippines turns the tides to their favor once again. SRG not going to be able to use up this Lord. Keller's going to make quick work of it. That's why SRG, I think they want to go to look for a pick-off here. They know that Fnatic Onyx Philippines is scattered.
And just like that, Kelra and Kirk make quick work of the Lord. That's a negative gain, if ever we've seen one from a Lord take. Very expensive, very costly. And folks, that was off of a turn from Fnatic Onyx. You could have sworn that SRG got away with it. You could have sworn it was worthy of the trade. But the mechanics, the communication, the synergy of Fnatic Onyx, who would have thought that was possible? King Kong show himself here. River control by the defending champions from the Philippines. SRG back to square one. They're trapped again on their side of the map.
You know, the way that Fnatic Onyx Philippines has been grouping up, it's like that they're the ones with the diversion. It's like they're the ones confident and in a better position to make a play compared to what SRG has been doing. We haven't seen so far a diversion play.
Ikram pushing back. It makes sense though, the way they're moving like this. And there you go, Brusco, no one home. Up to the wall, and the conceal.
Penalty zone coming in from Grab Super Prince. Even in the midst of everything, gonna cast a feathered airstrike. Gonna try and bring down Grab. Kelra picks 1 kill. Here comes King Kong, dashes in, forcing SRG once again to retreat. And Fnatic Onyx Philippines, I mean, that wasn't a perfect executed initiation. But for some reason, the guts of Super Prince, even though SRG is literally staring at him, he still casted the feathered airstrike.
Must have been bittersweet, popping those spells on his former teammate. Nothing personal. 4,000 gold here. Fnatic Onyx is ahead, 14-7. The Lord spawning up top. They catch Yums. Forced him back. Another feathered airstrike. That's a warning shot.
Warning shot to make sure Yums doesn't have the comfort of going for those brushes. Again, they were... this is actually Fnatic Onyx Philippines' adaptability. A while ago, wherein they were able to take down Kelra, that's what Yums did. He went to that brush specifically and eventually concealed to try and able to Jit Kundu then Way of the Dragon Kelra despite the Purify. So you can see already the adaptability of Fnatic Onyx Philippines.
This is Fnatic Onyx freestyling and changing the tempo, changing the measures. They understood what SRG was trying to get at, so they changed the beat and they pushed Yums out of that bush, and now they control even that lower quarter. Once more, they catch Yums, forcing him to dash back into that purple side brush. And now the conceal. Where's Fnatic Onyx going? Who do they spot? Ikram pushed out. Brusco. Sand walks in, and they realign. Again, a scrum here. Looking for the engage.
Good use of the conceal to try and get SRG out of position. Just looking at damage coming in from Keller. Here comes Cram with the conceal. Stormy though, diversion plays. Spirit Destruction also connects. A lot of isolated clashes happening right now. But still, Sekai Sakai's gets the Lord.
Bang!
Keller answers back with a volley shot to bring down Sakai's and Stormy. Again, same thing happened. SRG with the Lord, Fnatic with the kills.
The jungler in the mid for a Lord and nothing to trade for it? I think Fnatic Onyx had this planned out all along. I mean, sure, you could have retrieved, but King Kong made the call. He said, I'm gonna go on Stormy and we're gonna make him pay. Lord spawns down bottom, but mid and top are for Fnatic.
At this point, SRG, that's more than what they wanted. Preventing Fnatic Onyx Philippines from getting the Lord and getting an inhibitor turret down. 4 seconds before Stormy responds, Sakai's response. They have the diversion, so they can make a play actually, since Fnatic Onyx is preoccupied with this Lord.
Yums, Cram, and Innocent on the aggression here. They're on the offense, they're looking for targets, and seems to be a feint. They're pushing him back, unless in comes Brusco by two!
Connecting onto two with the Raging Sandstorm. Here comes the diversion. Cram on the eye with the penalty zone. They're working on Innocent. Innocent is going to fall down in exchange for Brusco. He as well. Cram caught in the midst of everything. Last man is Stormy, and Sakai's wasn't in the picture. Fnatic Onyx Philippines takes 4 down.
The Sky Prince running solo, and he can only push mid. King Kong to the rescue, clean in-house. Selangor Red Giants reeling right now, 1 for 4. I thought it was the worst start when they lost Esan, when Innocent fell. But when Ikram followed, when you followed, when Stormy followed, oh no. Ingan, I think they're going for the end game.
One guard minion is here. Sakai is desperately trying to burst it down. He will do so successfully. But Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they have minions onto the middle lane. They're going to be disciplined enough to disengage. And that was enough time for Sakai's to save Selangor Red Giants.
Not quite the end game just yet. Fnatic Onyx Philippines reading the room. With a minute until the next Lord spawns, finally they might score 1. And they'll take it slow, deliberate, surgical in their approach. Approaching the 16-minute mark, Innocent is actually in a better shape than Kelra.
Yeah, because again, Innocent, although he's at 2-3-1, still with the space created for Innocent, specifically from Cram and Yums, he's still able to do a lot of things for SRG. But the problem is Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they have a lot of engage.
That's what you call a funnel. And it's all in on Innocent. Fnatic Onyx, they have their eggs spread across many different baskets. There's one in a Swiss bank account somewhere else waiting, because that's what Super Prince's Feathered Airstrike is. It's such a long-range artillery spell that even if you start the fight with it, fight goes long enough, he's got another coming.
He's got another coming. I mean, looking at the battle spell, it's just a flicker, not even a purify, but still, 1 death. Despite there being a Yums show, so far Super Prince's super positioning has been doing wonders for Fnatic Onyx Philippines. So SRG, let's see what's their play.
Brusco coming in, conceal, spots Innocent. Does he force it? There's the Feathered Airstrike. There's the jump!
Winter Crown's not going to be enough to try and delay the push Fnatic Onyx Philippines is doing. King Kong on the other hand is going down. Innocent on a rampage right now. Wind of Nature is going to be there for the 2 gold laners. They're working on Brusco. Might be able to take him down though. But Brusco has his immortality. It will be popped. Crown on the other hand goes down in the hands of the gold standard. A 2-for-1 trade. King Kong for Sakai's and Cram.
With Innocent, Yums, and Stormy here, what's the call? Do the Super Family blitz this Lord? Can they afford to do that?
Man, plan A should be the Hail Mary Innocent Spear of Destruction. They don't have, both teams don't have a Retribution holder, so it's still possible for SRG.
Watch out. Innocent does have an immortality. That gives him more of an advantage, a larger margin for error compared to what Kelra's working with. Just raw stats, sheer mechanics, instincts. That would take decades to perfect, that the gold standard has done through his years in professional play. Fnatic Onyx finally just respawned all in. Selangor making them work for this final Lord.
Okay, looking at the items, Innocent just pick up a Wind of Nature. On the other hand, Kelra has just the Rose Gold Meteor. So Innocent can still swap the Wind of Nature later on for the immortality. Let's see how Kelra's micro mechanics will save him up against a Titan like Innocent.
Lord here, down to half health. Fnatic Onyx urging, taunting, provoking SRG to dance. Cram up to the task. SRG taking control of this river brush and a sneaky push by Innocent up top.
And that's the thing. That's what you're going to do if you're Innocent. Play the macro game. Play it at your own pace. Again, you did lose 2 inhibitor turrets, but that's the thing. You still have Moskov and Stormy with the Lu Yi.
So far, it looks like Selangor Giants have Fnatic Onyx number. The macro, slightly better. The map control.
Oh,
Kirk down to put to a fifth of his health. Forced to use the ult.
forced to use the ult, and he still gets the Lord away from SRG. Penalty zone will connect Stormy on the other hand onto the back line with the diversion. Winter Crown play. Here comes Innocent onto the top lane. He takes down an inhibitor with him. Sakai's doing his best to work on Kelra. Two bodies will fall down for SRG. There's a Winter Crown, but look at the face coming in from Innocent. He already used up his Wind of Nature. King goes in for South. They will be popped. Now they're on the chase. They on the revenge onto Innocent. Kirk with Earth Shatter. Immortality will be popped, and they will shut him down.
Flashing back to his days in MPL Philippines. A failed segue. A backdoor denied. Esan falls. Fnatic Onyx Philippines on the offense. Cram flickering away.
Kram and Sakai's left to defend. There's the Lord sieging in onto the mid lane as King Kong works on Kram. The rest of the Super family works on the push, works on game number 1.
Fnatic Onyx Philippines taking